Hey everyone, it's Choochagatari again. This time, the 12th? The 12th. This is our 12th episode. We've been doing this. Now. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. It's good.
No, it's episode 13 this time. Unlucky number 13.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, now you're
off to a bad start.
No, this is good. Okay, yeah. You know what? Yeah, that was all part of it. It was a joke. It was a gimmick we were doing. It's just a funny little joke. It's episode 13. I usually name my usernames on things 13. Like, I've just been relogging into my Xbox Live account. It's Roxas13, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, so we're here to talk about not that, but video games. No. Oh my god, it is unlucky. Anime.
Anime is close enough.
Anime is close enough. So we are, not gonna talk about our monthly anime, Kill Me Baby, this week, but we are going to talk about a whole bunch because the fucking new season started. And there's a whole bunch of shows, and I watched all of them. I think you two are smarter than that.
Yeah.
And by you two, I mean John.
Hi, yeah, I watched like 3 things, and one of them was bad, so,
Well, Trixie, what's your ratio looking like?
More good than bad, but I try to avoid the stinkers, because I'm not insane enough.
Oh, yeah, that is the word I would use as well.
Godspeed.
Sometimes it's just a hint of masochism,
Yeah. That's understandable.
Yeah. Well, I think do you want to just start off with one I think we all watched, which is Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer, which I think is a pretty good one for this season so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'd even go so far as to say that I think it's the highlight so far from what I've seen.
Yeah. So, this is a UFO table joint, which, I mean, they are known for good animation, I would say, primarily. I mean, they've done the Fate movies, Kara no Kyokai, a couple other stuff, and, man, the animation in this one is really, really good. It's really, really good.
It's outstanding.
Yeah, so Sean, you wrote down. So do you want to talk about it? Because you've been seeming pretty positive on it.
Yeah, so it's something that I was, I didn't know too much about the source material. I know that you both are more familiar with the animation studio, but just seeing that already is just the first 2 episodes really wowed me. Animation's fantastic. The music really hits you hard, and I love the characters so far. So for those of you who haven't watched it yet, it's a show about a teen boy. It's kind of hard to tell how old he's supposed to be, but he seems to be in his teens, who is living with his family in, I think, I listened to the Anime News Network podcast talk about it. They made it sound like it's supposed to be set in the really early 1900s, the 1910s. And he lives with his family away from the town, and they just sell charcoal to the town and eke out a nice humble living in the forest. And he goes to sell charcoal in the town. When he comes back, his entire family has been slaughtered by demons, except for one. I think it's his little sister, right? Or maybe older sister? I'm not sure.
Little sister.
His one little sister survived. But after a little bit, it turns out that she didn't just survive. She got turned into a demon herself. So the plot of the show is the boy trying to figure out how to save his sister from being a full demon, because she still has enough of her wits to recognize him and want to protect him, but she can't talk, she can't go outside during the day because the sun will burn her up. She is she wants to eat people. Like there was a scene where they came across like another a house of slaughtered people, and like she was like salivating, and she had to like fight with all of her might to keep herself from just eating people. It's really good. Like it's a good enough story, but just like the animation adds on to it so much because all the fight scenes are incredibly animated, and just the visuals in general are great. Like the character designs are fantastic. It's top notch all around. I loved it a whole lot.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised that the first episode wasn't just gonna turn out to be this lone boy tragically living on after his whole family gets slaughtered, but actually having one of them live and protecting her despite being a demon. It was clever. It kind of alleviates my worries with the show that I was initially having going into it. So hopefully it doesn't get weird about that sort of thing. That's the only thing that I felt on the fence about.
From what I've heard of the manga, I think it'll be fine. I know people seem to really like the manga a lot.
That's a relief.
Yeah, I didn't know much about this beforehand. I have a handful of friends who had been singing it to singing high praises for like the past few months lead up to the thing. I know people were a little worried that it would even come out with the UFO Table's tax evasion problems they're going through right now. Mm-hmm. But it seems like it's fine. I know they aired the first 5 episodes of this or something as a movie, so it's all done. I think probably the whole anime might be done with how I've noticed a couple studios in Japan have been getting better about that. And UFO Table's not exactly a, like, we need to publish, this immediately type stuff because they work on the Fate movies. But yeah, I love the soundtrack for it a lot because it's Yuki Kajira, who's, Calafina and stuff like that, did Madoka's soundtrack, and it's really, really good. There were a couple songs that made me go, wow, yeah, this is just a Kara no Kyokai song.
Yeah.
But it's in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's looking forward to that season. That as the season progresses. What else is Carol and Tuesday? You were saying before the show started is good, right, Trixie?
Carol and Tuesday, unfortunately, not out in the U.S. yet, despite being on Netflix.
Gotta love that, right? Like I remember last season for me was Kakagurui season 2. I don't even know if it's been out yet on American Netflix, but it's a nightmare.
God, yeah. Netflix always takes their time with anime, I guess, which is a shame, because Carol and Tuesday's pretty good, and people should watch it. It's about this girl, Tuesday, who runs away from home, a rich girl, just wanting to start fresh as a musician, and Carol, who's living on her own with her robot alarm clock owl.
Oh, all right.
Really cute. Both are really good musicians. They meet while Carol busts on the street, and they become friends. And from there, I guess it seems like an ensemble anime. So lots of interweaving plot lines, lots of characters, that good shit.
Good.
It's directed by Shinichiro Watanabe, famously known for Cowboy Bebop. And that style comes through here really clearly. The music is pretty reminiscent. So is the character development. It's really good on that front.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear you say that the music is good because when I think of Shinichiro Watanabe anime, I'm always like, yeah, the music, like Space Dandy, Champloo, and bebop.
yeah.
Would you say it is like bebop with that regard, like jazzy stuff, or like?
So far, it seems like there's gonna be a variety of genres. Carol and Tuesday do piano and guitar duets. I believe there's hints of possibly electronic pop music from some of the other characters. One thing is that the original songs in the show are all going to be sung in English. Which I believe is the first time an anime has done that. They got specific English VAs to sing. Though
That's cool.
yeah, it's a really good touch. Even though I can't recall off the top of my head who they are, but they're really good singers. It's just good all around. Wish Netflix would stream it outside of Japan, but gotta wait like half a year for that probably.
Did they do like when they did the first one that I can think of that they did was Violet Evergarden? They probably did more before that.
I believe they did Devilman Crybaby first. But
That was
since
first?
That was
Okay.
10 episodes. They just released it all at once.
Right.
Yeah, Devilman Crybaby was like a special thing because like it was released exclusively through Netflix, I think. So that's how they got away with just posting it all at once.
And it helped out with short. With something like Carol and Tuesday, which I think is 2 core, they wouldn't be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And even with Violet Evergarden, that was 14 episodes. So yeah.
So is this one just going to be 12? Do you even know? It might just be like a.
I didn't see any information about how long it would go on for, but I've heard it might be 2 core, so
Yeah, I mean, most of Watanabe's shows are. I mean, all of them are 2 cores, right? Except for what's the one? Wait, did they even do Zankyu no Terror? Was that him? I can't remember. I know it was someone from Cowboy Bebop.
that wasn't 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, except for that one.
Yeah. So unfortunately, if you want to watch it legally, you gotta wait a while.
Oh, isn't that just how it seems to be going recently?
Yeah.
I shouldn't even say recently. I mean, that anime, we've always had the problem. In like the 90s, you had to wait for VHSs and shit. But still, it's especially frustrating in this era that really lets us just do anything, and we just can't.
Yeah.
That's speaking of things, but more like I wish they can't. I watched a lot of bad anime, guys. Like a lot of bad anime.
Yeah, you watched like most of this upcoming season, right? It's because your roommate just like watches fucking everything.
Yeah, exactly. I really want to say just one in particular was this one. It's called Teacher, Why the Hell Are You Here? Okay. This anime, upon looking it up later, it was just straight up like they had a hentai OVA already before this series existed.
Oh.
I'm shocked because the show is basically a hentai OVA. It's this 17-year-old or whatever finding his teacher in various locations and getting into mix-ups. They had this censorship bar of her face over like 90% of the scenes in the show. So that's a good sign.
God.
They have just the opening, I feel like, really highlights what that show is like, where it's just like a ton of shots of the directors and crew of the show being written on people's boobs.
Oh.
They're 11-minute episodes or something. And man, I don't know why this seems to be a reoccurring thing, because this is not the only show this season that is like that.
So I've again, I'm sorry for just being like I heard this from somewhere else, but I did read an article recently that talked about this, or maybe it was on the Anime News Network podcast. It was either one of those. I don't remember, but they like a lot of like hentai animes are basically just going that route of making like 11-minute long softcore things instead because they make more money.
I guess, but it's so pointless.
Yeah, there's that, and then there's Ouchan. That one, you saw that, Trixie, right? That was
I dropped it. It was terrible.
good. Yeah, it was a rough time.
I saw 2 episodes of that, and it was
Me too.
ugh.
That one
Might as
was
well-
just
might as well dig into that quickly.
yeah. So, do you want to describe it, Trixie?
It's about this girl with who has a really horny dad. Named
Oh,
Yeah, that's how you know it's a real stinker. Named her after some really sexual, inappropriate nonsense, which has haunted her ever since. I want to say there's more to the story. I guess she has a tsundere crush on this other dude, but it's just shrouded in garbage nonsense. Like, apparently this old dad is a really huge pervert thing as a character archetype, because the show isn't even the first time I've come across it. It's just dreadful, honestly. One of the first scenes that he's introduced to him, he wants his daughter to make him pudding in the form of a tit, you know?
Yeah.
It's a big
Like
old-
and they just straight up show
TV
it too.
pudding,
Yeah.
Tries to push her later into fucking the boy who she has a tsundere crush on. It's vile. It's bad. It's also a short. A lot of shorts this season. Most of them bad.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just really uncomfortable.
that's so bizarre that like so many of these shows are just basically censored hentai right now. That's
Yeah.
really weird.
So that one's not as bad as the teacher one, though. That's what I'm gonna say. Is like the teacher one is literally just porn. Like
That one isn't even porn. It's just a manga
Yeah.
adaptation, but like not even a porn manga. Which just it's still fucked, but not
yeah,
teacher level.
it's like that one's just wild. And also like there's a third one. Also, this one gave me whiplash. It's like, oh, what is it fucking called? It's like, I'll have to look up the name of it as I'm saying this, but it was about this kid who like gets a magic artifact that lets him go across various timelines, and like,
okay.
yeah, and he's like a horrible man. He's like really horrible, and he's like going around just being like. The first episode opens with him on the roof, and he's just lying there, and then his teacher walks up, and his teacher's wearing like fishnets and like a bustier and stuff like that, and it's like, what the hell? And he's like, to take my pants off, and she's like, what? And he's like, then I'll stand up, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, Jesus
God.
Christ, like, good God. Oh, what is the name of this fucking anime? It was bad. It wasn't good. But the thing that got me about it is that was so I was like, wow, this man is like really weirdly sexual, and the rest of the story isn't really particularly. And the reason is because it is an eroge adaptation. And the part that gave me whiplash is I've been talking on our other podcast that I've been playing Radiant Historia. That game designed the format for Radiant Historia.
Huh.
And I was just like, what? Like, hey, hold on. What? What the fuck is it called? You know who talks at the boundary or something?
Oh, yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
It's You Know. That's what you can find it as. It's fucking weird. You know, a girl who chants love at the bound of the world. There you go. Mm-hmm. It's weird. It's a really weird one. It's just weird, you know? Like, I don't know. This whole anime season's kind of weird. That's what I'm going to say. Like, I've noticed a lot of just 11-minute ones, sexual or not. Like, just there. Like, there was some other one. I can't even think of it right now, but it's weird. It's really weird. I guess I'm not going to complain too much about experimentation within the genre with regards to, like, you know, time constraints, especially, you know, we're in the more net-based stuff for anime, I feel like, more recently. Like, a lot of anime just airs online. I think Made in Abyss did, right?
Yeah.
I'm fine if they want to experiment with the format and stuff like that. But,
There's just so many horny short anime.
Yeah, they're all just horny right now. It's the problem, right?
And they're all bad, like...
Yeah. Like, another short one that is also weird is, like, Isekai Quartet. Y'all see that? The one that's, like...
That one at least makes sense on, like, an advertising sense, because it's just like, oh, hey, like... Yeah. Like, I didn't watch it, but I read, like, a synopsis, and it's basically them just going, hey, you watched ReZero and Konosuba, and maybe Overlord, why aren't you watching Tanya of Evil?
Yeah, I can tell you why, because I found out that I didn't know this whole time that Tanya of Evil was, like, a man isekai'd into a small girl's body.
And it's all Nazi-coded.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, that's the obvious part, yeah.
The wild thing about that, which I found out the other day, is that the author is a communist and wrote Tanya the Evil as a anti-fascist
What? So it's supposed to be a joke?
I don't think it's I don't think it's supposed to be played as a comedy. I've never seen it, but, like...
That's the wildest thing you could have told me.
I mean, I'm, like, slightly interested now, but at the same time, like, it's still, like... It's, like, the fact that it's, like, a dude turned into a little girl is still...
Yeah, that's the part that kind of... Like, I didn't know that this whole time. I really didn't. I didn't even know it was an isekai.
Yeah, the isekai thing is new to me.
I knew that. I knew it was a dude getting turned into a little girl. I just never said it because it never came up. But
well, thank you, John.
I don't know. It didn't come up.
I wonder why it didn't come up. I don't know. It seems like a normal
stupid.
But yeah, they're also just weird because, like, I feel like, listen, the way that show was set up is it was like, you know, it made me appreciate ReZero even more, as I am the ReZero appreciator on this podcast, because, like, everyone in all three of those other isekais are all, like, assholes. Like, everyone in Konosuba is an asshole, which is fine because it's supposed to be like that, you know.
Yeah,
but, like, everyone in Overlord's an asshole.
Gang.
Yeah,
Tanya's an asshole.
Tanya's an asshole. And it's like, and then the ReZero people are like, we're just friends. We're just having a good time. And they're just there with all these assholes. Like it was just weird because, like, they were all, like, next to each other and they're all like, this sucks. We're all evil. And then the ReZero people all come in and they're like, haha, woo, look at our funny little cat. It's weird.
And the ReZero people, like, show up right at the end because they're basically just like, and now... You've all been waiting for it. Here's Subaru and the girls. Like,
here's Rem.
Here's Rem.
And I feel like my speculation to my roommate when we were watching that show is that since they can't work on season 2s of any of those right now, or season 3 or 4 or whatever, like Konosuba has a movie coming out, Overlord just finished. I don't even know what's going on with Tanya. And ReZero's next year, like, they're just like, well, we're not doing anything. None of these teams are doing anything. Let's just make a stupid anime.
Yeah, might as well.
It was fine. I don't know. It was weird. Just weird. Because it wasn't even like, maybe the second episode will be different or something, but, like, it it wasn't even like a mishmash or something. It was just like, here's 2 minutes of Konosuba, here's 2 minutes of Overlord, here's 2 minutes of ReZero or whatever, you know? Like,
so like, how do they interact?
they didn't interact at all in the first episode. They
That's
just like,
wild.
all that happened was they were all sitting in a quarter of the classroom for each of them, and like, the only reaction they got was both the Overlord dude and the Konosuba dude were like, oh, Tanya dudes, why are they military people? That's weird.
Wild.
And then Tanya went on a rant about how uncivilized her world was and how she hates dirty peasants. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Sure.
The evil.
I guess that's why they call her evil.
Do you want to keep here? Let's keep going. I can keep going on this weird train with our topic changes. John, you watched Sarazanmai.
So yeah, I did, and I'm almost like scared to open this can of worms because I have not watched anything else by the director.
Oh,
so
Utena's good.
I feel unequipped to truly judge the work, because the first episode was interesting. So, all right, I'm going to give my initial impression here, and once the show is over, you can look back and laugh, or maybe I'll have the same, maybe I can read some interviews. My opinion there will be an opinion change here, most likely, I'm going to say. But that first episode was a lot. It's about these 3 middle school boys. One is always carrying around a box, like an Amazon box, basically. The other boy is the emo, edgy boy who likes to break into cars. And then there's a third boy who's just like the glasses nerd. And the edgy boy chases after the he's like trying to break into a car, and then this idol girl shows up and like takes a selfie with him, basically, and so the edgy boy chases after her, but then just comes across the boy with the box, and they end up knocking over a Kappa statue. And then the Kappa statue, like, summons the Prince of Kappas. And then he sucks a magical organ out of their assholes that holds their desires. And they get turned into Kappas. And then there's this, like, really elaborate scene of them going up a cardboard box monster's asshole to pull out his desires, because I guess it's like the monster is actually just like the ghost of a man who liked to get naked and sit in boxes. And then all of a sudden it turns out that the one boy was actually... I'm a little confused if he's supposed to be the idol that's always on TV, or if he just cross-dresses as her.
I think that's the implication that they were going for.
But
that he just dresses as her.
But they're like, oh, hey, he's a cross-dresser, he dresses as this idol girl, which, again, that's a completely separate thing that I, again, can't talk much on. And that part is not the part where I'm like, my problem is... they're middle schoolers and they're turning into anal beads, and there's like ass juice like spurting everywhere. They're just being nude constantly. It's a lot, and I can see a lot of people thinking that it's like way too much because they're fucking middle schoolers. But there's also a lot of like artistic merit to it, because there's a lot of it is like asking about the like legitimacy of, being into weird shit, and like as long as you're not hurting anybody, like kind of being like, hey, what's the harm in being into what you're into? And also like the commodification of that weird shit, at a point, because like everyone's desires get turned into Amazon boxes. So it's like people just want items, and Amazon makes it really easy to do that, and that's why Amazon is able to take over the world basically. And but at the same time, it's questioning like there's a lot of things that Amazon can't sell you. They can't sell you love, understanding, friendship, connections.
Black Mirror got weird.
I mean, it's kind of Black Mirror-y when I'm explaining it.
Yeah, when you distill it down, yeah.
But it's doing that in a way smarter way.
Yeah.
And so I'm definitely going to keep watching it. But I also understand why people would be like, these middle school boys who are Kappas now are literally turning into anal beads to pull an orb out of a monster's asshole, and then the monster shoots a bunch of ass juice out and most likely ejaculates too. I don't fucking know, but
That's a metaphor for prostate orgasms.
I mean, yeah, it's about learning to treat yourself right, I guess. But
Yep, that's what I said. Yeah.
you know, I mean, like I said, I don't know. I know some people were like, yeah, you know, the director's content, the director likes to play with some weird shit, but at the end of the day has something to say, so it's that there's merit to it. So I'll keep watching.
Yeah.
And I am absolutely interested. I'm invested.
Ikuhara, from what I hear of Ikuhara stuff, and certainly with Utena, the only one of his I have seen, it makes sense in hindsight. It's also a lot, even though I enjoyed the premiere.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even mention my favorite part, which is that in battle, it just becomes a musical as well, for no real reason.
It really does. Yeah, that was pretty good. They do a bunch of, like, really dumb poses and just start singing about wanting to, like, rescue their desires or free them or whatever it was, but that was pretty good. I liked that a lot.
I'll see how I feel about it. I've already watched episode 1 as well, but all I could think was, when I was watching the first episode, it was I would rather watch Yuri Kuma, which is the same thing, but with girls.
You would, no.
No, I know. It was mostly like, it was a lot less uncomfortable in Yuri Kuma, I think, for some reason. Like, I don't know why I totally got the discomfort feeling when watching this. It might have, I don't know what it was specifically either, but Yuri Kuma was just as much blatantly sexual, I would say, in playing with that stuff. I mean, like, they're constantly, like, licking nectar off of each other, like, all the time. It's like, all right, we get it. Okay, we get it. But I think it's just, it feels, yeah, like, there's a lot more going on, and which makes me worried that maybe they're going for, like, a single core, as opposed to, like, Penguin Drum was, like, 2 cores, Utena's 2 cores, and
This is 11 episodes. It's not even 12.
Oh, yeah, so that's what makes me, like, a little worried, because, like, Utena needed all those, right? Like, I don't know how you feel about that, Trixie, but I feel like it absolutely did.
It basically needed 3 cores, more or less.
Yeah, honestly. Good, with the movie and everything.
Yeah, it remains to be seen with this show, I guess.
Yeah, I don't want to judge it too harshly yet, but I am worried with that 11 episodes. Wow, yeah,
I guess Ikuhara's really going for it.
I mean, yeah, it seemed to be going fucking fast, so, hey.
It's also another Mappa show, and they've been on a roll.
Oh, yeah. That's true, yeah.
With Dororo and Banana Fish.
I need to watch Dororo.
Yeah, it's still airing. It's still really good.
Yeah. Ugh.
It's also, I don't know, 11 episodes is not that much, but on the other hand, I guess that's why it's so hectic and...
Yeah.
And just a lot. Ikuhara probably could have extended it, but decided not to. Who knows? We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. John, give me your Pokemon update. You know, let's do that right now. How about that?
We're getting the
Get it out of the
Pokemon
way.
update, folks.
What's the Pokemon update?
Here we go. We got, of course, every week. We got the 2 episodes that we gotta go over. You know what's up. You know what's good. It's time. No, I don't know. It was kind of weird. Both of the episodes were good, but they didn't really move forward that much. So episode 116 was like the Lily episode. And that one was definitely really, really good. It was basically just like going over Lily's family. They introduced they fully introduced Lily and Gladion's father, Moan. They talked about how he vanished. He got sucked up into an ultra hole while they were doing experiments. They showed like everyone when they were younger, like all the Aether Foundation people when they were younger, which was really cute. Like they showed like fucking Fabo was like a fucking hippie, and they showed like young Wick, and she was just like in the Aether Foundation employee outfit, and that was cute. And it was just really cute, that whole first bit. But then they go, okay, Lily and Gladio, why don't you look after your dad's room? And they look through the room, they find a bunch of stuff, they find his Z-Ring, and Lily's like, oh, I want to use this because I want to go challenge the Pokemon League. So she actually tries to use a Z move. Like, she gets permission from Hala to use the Z move. She can't do it quite yet, but he's like, you can use the Z ring to learn. And then they Lily finds Magearna, as I previously guessed, and they pretty much just set up her like being able to activate it. There's this cute moment where it shows like a flashback of Moan finding the Magearna in like a fucking antique shop, and he's like, oh, like these Pokemon were originally given as gifts to princesses in ancient times, so I'm gonna take this home to my princess, my Lily. So that was cute. And so like the whole thing was like, oh, Moan was trying to figure out how to get it to work so Lily could have it, but he couldn't figure it out. So now Lily's gonna try to figure it out so she can continue her father's work. And that's that. That's that episode. It was nice. It was cute. I liked it. And then they did episode 117, which was basically just like a pretty standard filler thing. They go to that Malie city, which is the city where they based it off of like Johto.
Uh-huh.
They just do this whole thing where like a couple of the Pokemon run off. It's Shaman, Meltan, and Eevee like run off for a little bit because Mallow's hairpiece flies away, so they go chase after it, and they get lost for a little bit, and then fight Team Rocket, and like that's it. It wasn't really anything.
When will they bring back the Pichu Brothers and do a Pichu Brothers episode?
That's a great question. Never.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best part. That's my favorite thing. I love when it's just the Pokemon and they don't talk, and the narrator just goes, uh-oh. Looks like these scamps are in for a railroad of trouble. And then it goes choo-choo, and the train's coming towards them.
See, they don't do anything like that anymore. Like,
I know.
In episode 117, there was like a full bit where like Eevee, Shaman, and Meltan were together, and they were just like making the noises instead of anything. And
no narration?
No narration. And I just remembered back in season 1 where they had the whole episode where the Pokemon were away from the trainers, or 2 episodes where they were away from the trainers and they talked.
Yeah, that was good.
I still cannot believe that it has been over 1,000 episodes and they still haven't done that again.
I know, hubris. They're scared.
like don't tread old ground, yada yada. But like,
I think they've done enough of that.
yeah, it's been 1,000 episodes.
Oh.
So the next episode is going to be Ash challenging the gym that's there. You know how there's like the Kanto or the Johto style gym that's there. Ash is gonna fight there. And I'm looking at Bulbapedia here at the names of the next few episodes. Episode 119 is going to be called Super Fast Kawaganon, The Awakening of Mamane. So that's like Sophocles and his Vikavolt. So I guess they're going to show him actually like use his Vikavolt in some kind of way. And then episode 120 is going to be called Sweetrun Fishes a Kyogre. Or Kyogre. So that's going to be, I guess Lana's going to catch a Kyogre.
All right. Hey, someone had to do it.
I mean, I guess everyone's just catching fucking legendaries now.
Yeah, actually, yeah. What is this thing going on now?
Ash has a Meltan, which is going to turn into Melmetal eventually. Like, come on.
Oh, I don't like Melmetal.
It is weird. Fucking Mallow's got a Shaman. Lana's gonna have a Kyogre. Like, what's going on?
Fucking what's his name? The Kirahi? Is that his name?
Kaki or his name, I think.
Fireman. Is he
Yeah.
what is he gonna get? Fucking
it's either
like
Kaiki or Kaki. I don't remember.
he can get like Heat Ram.
Oh,
Remember Heat Ran?
God, that would be. I feel really.
It would
bad
be
for
funny.
Him if he got Heat Ran.
Heatran is the funniest Pokemon to me. I don't know. I was thinking about this
fucking
recently.
sucks.
Like, yeah, it sucks, and they've ruined it because they'll never make any Fire Steel types or whatever ever again because of it.
Oh my god. What if they give him that one Fire Water type?
Oh, what?
I don't even remember its name.
Yeah, I know what
Like
you're talking
Steam
about.
something probably. I don't fucking know.
It's fucking. Volcanion.
Volcanion, yeah.
God, do you ever see that movie, John?
No.
The Volcanion movie is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even exaggerating. I was like blown away by how horrible it was. They gave Volcanion the voice of an old man.
So, I guess next month we are going to be watching.
Please, I was having a real rough time, okay? And I was watching it, and I was just like, I was like fading in and out of existence. It didn't even feel like consciousness. It felt like I was going to lose my grasp on what it means to be a person watching it. Like,
That good, huh?
Ash gets handcuffed to him, this old man. And this old man Pokemon, who is apparently, it's implied that he was a human,
Alright.
and then he became this Pokemon. I don't. Anyways, and then Magearna's there, and he's like, "I made Magearna," and I'm like, "What?"
So, yeah, so
Isn't
maybe
Magearna-
Volcanion will show up.
Wasn't Magearna's lore like that they were from the future?
They're from the past. They're like ancient
Oh,
artificial.
well, all right.
Pokemon.
Well, he made it, and he wanted to take Magearna to a flower garden, and literally nothing fucking happens.
Great.
And it sucked so much ass, and the old man was like, "Oh, being an old man." And Ash was like, "I don't understand you, old man." And then at the end of the movie, Ash was like, "Wow, I get what it means to be old now."
Damn,
Fucking
you know
suck.
what?
Yeah. People age. It sucked. It was so bad.
Weird.
Like,
I've been 10 for how long?
what did like the twist should have been like Ash is older than him, really? Like, it's just
Wait a minute, how long have you been on the air?
473, sir. That's how old I am.
Oh dear, and he just turns into dust, and Ash just like looks to the camera, and it just starts playing the music from the end of The Shining.
It just sucked. Like, it was just like one of the worst things I'd ever seen. So I hope Volcanion never appears. His design is so stupid. It's like the stupidest design for a Pokemon.
It's like the fucking like the arch on its back are like two tubes that it splits up and shoots water or fire at.
Yeah, it sucks ass. Okay, and like, you know what? When I first saw that, when I was seeing the leaks for Gen 6 or whatever it was, where it was like, oh yeah, look at these Pokemon that are here. Like, these are the legendaries that are hidden in the files. I was like, looked at that and I was like, oh boy. And then I think I looked at Magearna or something and I was like, oh, that's not great either. And then I saw Hoopa and I was like, oh, Hoopa's good, so this is fine. And then Hoopa turned into that big thing and I was like, this is less fine.
Yeah, Hoopa's evolution thing is nightmarish. I hate it.
It's, at least it does a JoJo thing, you know?
I don't care. It looks like... It's like a fucking... I don't even know. It looks like shit. I don't like looking
But like
at it.
Hoopa looks cute. Like normal Hoopa's good.
Yeah.
As someone
Shame what
who's,
happens.
Not to Pokemon.
Oh, yeah,
looking
yeah,
at
you're
this
not at all.
Volcanion design. It looks like they just slapped a donut onto a beetle and called it a day.
I mean, yes.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I always forget that you're not big on Pokemon, right? You've just played one game or something?
Yeah,
Damn.
barely even.
Yeah, barely. Damn.
I
That's
don't know. I don't know if
wild.
I should apologize or just tell you to deal with it.
No, I feel like you're educating Trixie every week with this Pokemon update, you know? Like,
Yeah, it's what I've learned is that Pokemon is completely befuddling, and I'll never understand it.
here's what's good. You look up Lily X Moon Trixie, and you'll get the good content.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Be fucking careful, though.
Oh yeah, be careful with that. Actually, I should say. Usually it's fine. If you do it on Twitter, it's fine. It's just the player character and Lily, and it's just all gay shit. People drew forever because like Sun and Moon's some gay shit. If you play as a
Yeah.
girl, it's good. It's really cute. Okay, Pokemon update done. Volcanion shit talking session done.
Yeah, Pokemon update's done.
Oh, he looks like shit. I'm looking at him now.
Yeah.
God.
You know.
He looks like a bad Digimon.
You know, honestly, this looks exactly like the kind of Pokemon I'd imagine having an old man voice.
piece of shit.
He talks.
The Steam Pokemon.
Gabe Newell. I don't
She's just gonna be like commentary nodes, and that's it. I love how it says current location on the Bulbapedia page for the specific Volcanion from the movie, like as if
Current
it knows, like,
location.
yeah, he's still in the Nebel Plateau. He hasn't left.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad he's still there. Fuck. Oh, that's...
Trapped there forever, never to be released.
It has enough power to blow away a mountain. Isn't that great?
No,
It's not. You're right. It's not. Oh, okay. Trixie,
Hey,
you've been watching Fruits Basket, huh?
yeah, been watching those fruits.
The new one, right?
I've been watching both.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I wanted to compare both, and I've never seen the original, so I figured I
Oh.
might as well.
Wow. So you didn't even read it? No.
No, I
Oh,
know
wow.
nothing about the story except for what I've seen.
I don't know if I can say it's good or not. I'm like very like wound up into it because that was the first manga I ever read. It was
Nice.
Fruits Basket, and I love it. It's great.
I guess I'll start by talking about the new one.
Yeah.
For the one other person, I guess, who hasn't seen or read it, it's about this girl, Toru, who lives in a tent in the woods, I think, because she doesn't want to be a burden on anyone else after her mom dies. Very self-sacrificing to a fault, even. When she stumbles across what's his name, and other what's his name in the house, in the forest. They're all. I remember the other guy's name, Kyo. He's,
Of course you remember Kyo.
yeah, he's memorable to me. I guess that they're all zodiac animals. They transform when they're hugged or stressed or sick. And there's only been 2 episodes out with the remake. It seems pretty. It seems pretty alright. it's a slow start. I have no idea where you'd even go with that sort of premise beyond just being a simple slice of life thing. But
Drama.
I would like that. Hopefully, it doesn't take forever to get to the drama.
I don't think it's a very long series, so it should be fine. It's
Apparently, they're gonna adapt the whole manga, so
yeah, it's not that long. It's only like
Okay.
10 books or something, I think.
nice.
This new version of the anime is going to be like 52 episodes. It's going to be long.
Oh,
When you put
Yeah.
into that perspective, it's suddenly really long.
Because they are adapting the entire manga, because the mangaka hated the original version because they, strayed from the manga. So
Oh
this
my
time, they're
Yeah, it
working,
sure
they're,
did.
they're working with her on this new adaptation, and they're going to just do the entire manga.
God bless.
there are 20 books. I was wrong.
Oh my gosh,
But
that's
there's only 130 chapters, okay? Like,
Well,
listen.
only
Full Metal Alchemist is like 500 or something, okay?
fair.
And that still was only like 80 episodes or something, so it's like, I'm sure it'll be good. I wonder if it's really going to be like 50 something episodes. That's nuts.
I wouldn't mind that, to be honest.
I wouldn't mind it either. I need to watch it, sit down and watch it, but I might just wait till it's all done and just like, soak it in.
Just binge through it.
Yeah, because I mean, I know everything that has happened.
Fair, yeah. And I've also been watching the 2001 show, the Studio
Yeah.
D one. That one's a lot more.
Man, Studio D does not have a great history, huh?
No, but I actually I've watched 4 episodes of that one actually because I just want to get through all that as soon as possible. I actually like it. It's a lot more hectic and
Oh yeah, absolutely.
eclectic as well than I expected, especially from Dean. I guess when you say that the original mangaka hated it, I can see why, considering how more of a comedic bent it has.
Yeah. I only watched like half of that, I think, or something, but like it was definitely like very much faster. It reminded me of School Rumble, if you've ever seen that,
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
in terms of its presentation, as opposed to like the manga's very like the manga is extremely shoujo manga, like
yeah.
extremely like just like, oh, look at this Kyo.
Yeah.
Kyo's so upset. Oh no, what's he's so mad. Oh no, he pushed Toru down. Oh, what's gonna
No.
happen now? Yuki's not happy about that. Like that type of stuff.
Yeah, I got that impression from the remake especially. She seems very shoujo-y, which I don't mind. Be interesting to see how that develops. The Studio D one is only 26 episodes, but it doesn't seem bad. It seems better
No,
than most other
I
Dean
remember
shows
being
from
fine,
that
yeah.
time. Like, I mean, it's. I guess watching it alongside this remake, I can clearly see why people would want this one, but it's nice. I especially like how Yuki's voiced by Aya Hisakawa, who's one of my favorite VAs. She's very good, and I just tend to like when girls voice act male characters.
Yeah, me too. I also like that.
I'm pretty sad that the remake doesn't have that again, but understandable, I guess.
That is weird because I heard like a big thing with the English dub was that they got everyone back, like who did the original English dub that they could.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, okay, 'cause they were making a big deal about that. And I was like, oh yeah, I bet like a lot of people have seen the dub of Fruits Basket as opposed to the subs, probably, right? Like
That
that's
makes
one
sense.
of those shows.
Seems weird then that they wouldn't bring back
Yeah,
the original
right?
cast.
Yeah, that is weird.
Especially since the cast is pretty good. Yui
Yeah.
Horii is Toru, for one.
And they're still around too. Like that's yeah.
I guess they just wanted a total change, dub-aside, so I can't blame them, I guess.
I feel like gathering dub voice actors is a bit easier than like Japanese voice actors. Like that is such a bigger industry, you know.
Maybe Natsuki Takia was just that mad, like just like
Probably.
really fucking mad about the anime.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, John.
Yes.
I haven't watched. Here's another one I've been meaning to watch. Also, One Punch Man season 2. You watched it? No, you watched. Did you watch one episode? Is that what's out?
I watched the first episode. The second episode came out earlier today, but I did not have the fucking energy to watch it. I was like, I had to watch Saran Zanmai, and I had to watch like some other stuff. So I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time watching the second episode yet, because that first episode was like, it was like watching the fucking hollow clone of a friend.
Oh,
It was like, I'm probably not using this correctly. It was like looking at somebody's nobody.
no, you're okay. All right,
That sounds
sure.
about
Yeah,
right.
that sounds right. Yeah, that works.
Okay,
Damn, nice
trying
hot
to-
ref.
I'm trying to relate to the kids, you know. But yeah, it was just completely devoid of personality. Like, it had some good moments where it had good animation. Like, there was a fight scene between Genos and a big robot that was okay. It was absolutely not as good as season 1, but it was, for an action anime, it was better than average. But like, everything else was so stiff. There was no like line delivery in any of the lines. Everyone was just standing up perfectly straight instead of like doing any kind of posing or anything like that. There was no, playing with the art style. None of that. Absolutely none of that. It was immensely disappointing compared to the original one. Like, if this was how it always was, it would be like, alright, yeah, this is an alright adaptation, that's fine, but it's such a downgrade. It's such a shame. Like, One Punch Man season 1 was incredible, and I just, like, so many people probably dropped off of season 1, or after season 1, because it took them so long to come out with this new season,
Yeah.
and nobody's gonna come back for this. Like,
I wonder though, because like I feel like, and I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase this, but One Punch Man has a very mainstream audience. Like, I don't know if you've noticed that. Like, there's
it does. Like, I specifically recall being in the manga section at Barnes & Noble one time, and just having this, like, very jockey dude come up to me. And he was just, like, completely perplexed. He was like, they have so many One Punch Man books here. I don't know where to start. And I was like, well, what do you mean where to start? Like, do you mean, like, number 1's right here? And he was like, no, I watched the first season. I want to read the rest of it. And so I, like, Googled, like, what chapter it left off on, and I, like, showed him, like, yeah, this is the one. So, like, yeah, like, your quote-unquote normies out there are very aware of One Punch Man. Like, that got a lot of traction on, like, Toonami and Netflix.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels like the same audience as Dragon Ball, honestly. Like,
I would say less the same audience as Dragon Ball and more the same audience as My Hero Academia.
sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
that sounds
sure.
about right.
Because, like, you'll see a lot of dudes, like, who, like, wear anime workout clothes will either have, like, a Saitama shirt or an All Might shirt,
They sure do.
that kind
Yeah.
of thing. But yeah, it's not horrible. Like, if you want to watch One Punch Man animated, it's there. It exists. It's fine, but it's more just like, it used to be exceptional, but now it's just
Yeah.
fine. And that's a bummer.
Yeah, that bums me out, especially too, because I was really excited and looking forward to them animating the King stuff, because I think King's the funniest man. in One Punch Man, and it's like the idea of like, oh, it's gonna be that, but like really boring animation and stuff like that. Especially after Mob was just like, mwah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a real shame. Mob's gonna have to set the bar too high now.
yeah.
For One Punch Man season 2.
God.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a shame because if this doesn't succeed, like they're not gonna keep going with it. Like this is like One Punch Man has so much material, and this might be like where the anime ends, the anime adaptation.
Yeah.
That's a real shame.
I feel like, based on how much is left of Mob, I think they only get one more season of Mob. So I don't know.
You think only one more season?
Maybe.
I was gonna think two.
I finished reading the manga, and it seems like if they tried, they could pull it off in one season.
Yeah, I feel like it would be like one season and maybe a few OVAs or something. I don't know. Maybe they could just do 2 seasons and add like some anime original content or something, because they have been doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want like, I trust them to adapt it properly. I just hope that they don't like try to squeeze it all together too much, because I feel like season 1 and 2 are like perfectly paced. So I wouldn't want the last season to, it would still be good.
They were going through a lot with that stuff, though. Even like with season 2 stuff, like
yeah. Well, then we'll see. I trust them.
yeah, I trust them as well.
I'll trust them.
Hopefully, Mob. I bet they'll just keep waiting for all the stars to align and get the right teams for Mob. Probably. I feel like
absolutely.
that's successful enough that
I wouldn't mind waiting for a quality Mob season 3.
yeah. Shame about One Punch Man though.
Yeah.
Let me think what else I've watched. Real quick, I can say like I mentioned I was watching Sengoku Collection, which is such a weird anime. It's like the gacha game of 2010, which is like whoa, that was a long time ago.
That's like, is it even like active anymore?
No,
God.
it was by Konami.
Oh.
Yeah. But we watched one episode of it, and I think this might deter us from watching more, because it was just like, what the fuck? So it was about Otani Yoshitsugu, who is this famous samurai who had leprosy. And they made it's an anime girl, because that's what happens. And she was just like this really depressed girl who was covered in bandages, who was like, I'm the most unlucky person who's ever lived, or whatever. But she's still trying to be like happy, and then she makes like a pen pal with this woman or whatever, and then they like fall in love with each other, and like they keep trying to hang out with each other. She lives in like America or something, and she lives in Japan, and they're trying to like connect and stuff like that, but like bad things keep happening because she's so unlucky. And like she's like, oh, I'm gonna go on a plane trip to visit you or something, and she like loses the money because she ended up having to help an old woman get to the hospital, and so she can't go visit or whatever. And her friend is like, "Don't worry, I'll make sure you can come visit me. I'll get some money or whatever." And she's like, "Don't worry about it." And then she gets a letter that's like, "Oh, I have so much to tell you. I bought you a plane ticket. Come visit me." She gives her the plane ticket. She goes and visits, and she just comes, and they're like, the woman who owns like the apartment building she lives in is like, she died from overworking herself.
Oh.
And that was the end of the episode.
Oh.
And it was just like, what?
What a cliffhanger.
No, it's not a cliffhanger.
Oh.
That was the whole episode. It will go to a new character in the next one.
What?
And it just ended with her like reading a letter that was left on the desk that's like, you really brought light to my like last couple years or whatever. Like, it's been really tough for me because I'm sick or whatever, and I just wanted to see you so much. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, stop! What are you doing? This is the show where Nobunaga's wearing like a fucking like bunny girl outfit and going around stabbing people. It's fucked up. This is a gacha game adaptation.
Wild.
It's fucked up. And also fucked up was the Fox anime. Did you see this?
No.
Either of you?
No.
Okay, how do I even begin to explain this one? So it's like Kobayashi. like Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. It's like that, but it's about a fox girl. It's called it's called like Kitsune no Senko-san or something like that. And it's just this man who's like, you know, in a tech job or something, and he's just like overworked and he's depressed. He goes home one day and there's just a tiny fox girl there, and she's just like, I'm going to make you rice and some nice tea, and you're going to relax and eat this. And it's like basically the same thing as Dragon Maid, but like without like the air of comedy. It's weird.
Isn't that a Doga Kobo show?
It is, yes.
That's not surprising.
But yeah, I just wanted to mention this one because it has the weirdest thing ever that I've seen in a while, which is it has no next episode thing. At the end of the episode, it acts as if it's a first person, you going into the house where the fox girl is, and she's like, been a long day, huh? Have some tea. And it's moving like the perspective as if you are a person.
Oh my god.
Like a weird VR game. And it's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It's a literal, actual wish fulfillment.
Yeah, like it's really weird.
Where the fuck is my fox wife?
Yeah, that's all I could think the entire time. I was like, damn, what the hell?
Where the fuck is my fox wife?
It was just like, it was just so weird, but it was like very soft and like, shockingly, I'd say there was only one potentially problematic thing, and this will sound weird when I say it and might color your perspective of it a little, but he was like just petting her tail. And it was like, oh, it's so soft, it reminds me of when I would pet my family cat. And she's just like coming.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
From her tail being
Yeah. You know, normal things.
I mean,
sure.
You don't have a tail. You don't know if that's how it would go.
You're right, John, you know?
Fair enough.
I'll never get to know that in my life.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. That's what Sarazan is trying to teach me how it is. But yeah, other than that, I think there's like 2 other series I watched. And then we can talk about something more serious. So I watched Fairy Gone, which was literally just Persona edgy. They just get like a persona and it's set in like some weird like alt verse of like World War II or something. Not Nazis coded though. Don't worry about that. I just mean aesthetically. Maybe even World War One. Where it's just like, it's a lesbian show. Okay, that's why I'm watching it.
fair enough.
The main girl's just trying to get back to her like girlfriend who is like a mercenary murder lady now, and they just do big persona fights. But it does this one thing that I really like, which is, and this may be indicative of its smaller budget, but the next episode on, they just like color in a bunch of keyframes and flash them really quickly. And like, it makes you go, well, they don't have any money to do this, but it's actually like looks pretty cool. So I don't know. Also, the personas are CGI, which is funny.
Nice.
And then Hitori Bochi's really good. I don't know, have either of you seen it?
Yes.
No.
What did you think of it, Trixie?
Hitori Bochi is really good, really cute.
It's so cute. There was like nothing problematic in it. That's what I like to say about things when I watch them. Is that there wasn't anything horrible.
Damn, what a high bar there.
I know, what a high bar. But yeah, that was really cute. It's about this girl who has social anxiety, and she had one really close friend, and her close friend, when they ended up going to different middle schools, said, I won't be your friend anymore until you become friends with everyone in your class.
What the fuck?
I know. Everyone keeps saying in the show, like, that's really fucked up to her whenever she tells them about it. But so the first episode starts with her, like, making friends. They're, like, middle schoolers, and, like, she makes friends with, like, the little punky girl who sits in front of her or whatever. And she's just so cute. Like, she's, like, at a certain point, she gets her phone number or whatever, and she just keeps texting her nonstop and being like, hi, this is great, what's your favorite food, and stuff like that. Like, a lot of really just, it's just so cute. oh,
It's really cute. It's also really good about depicting social anxiety, despite it being exaggerated and comedic.
yeah. It is exaggerating comedic, but it's different from like how Watamode would present those things, for example.
Yeah.
Whereas like I feel like the difference would be like this is the optimist view of social anxiety, and then like something like Watamode is like the really fucking pessimistic nightmare
We
view
live
of
in a
it.
society.
Yeah, we live in a society. That's exactly it. Yeah. Or Satori Bochi's like, it's okay, you know, you can be anxious and still make friends, and it's cute.
Yeah.
Good. Maybe I'll check that out. I kind of need that right now.
I recommend. No, it's like super cute, John. Like and I think like it did get some legitimate laughs out of me as well.
Okay.
Like,
I definitely recommend it as well.
yeah, yeah. No, I watched it twice to show Robin and Natalie
Oh,
afterwards, and they enjoyed it as well. It was just really cute. It was just
That's
nice.
okay.
I think that's everything that warrants fucking discussion, if I'm being honest with you. I watched like a couple other ones, but let me tell you, the isekai enemies don't stop.
They don't.
That's all I'm
They'll,
gonna say.
they'll never stop.
They'll never stop. I did hear Katakawa stopped, accepting pitches for isekai anime.
Damn.
Oh, for books, not for anime.
Not for anime?
Yeah, they
Damn.
just stopped.
No, that was
taking-
just for books?
Yeah, just for
Oh,
books.
fuck.
I mean, that's potentially less anime down the road.
Yeah, in the future, when they're done adapting all the ones that are already written.
Oh, good lord. I'm glad that the my mom hits 2 point combos or whatever. That isekai about the mom who's good at fighting games.
Is that actually getting an anime?
It's getting an anime this summer, yeah.
Thank God.
That should be good. All right, John,
Yes.
I'm going to be real with you. I don't know much about the subject matter, so would you like to discuss the unfortunate anime news?
Okay,
of today.
so I felt like it would be a good idea to just really quick talk a little bit about, do like a little in memoriam thing for Monkey Punch, who unfortunately passed away very recently. He was 81. He died of pneumonia. It's very sad. He was still chugging along, seemingly. Like I recently he was going to conventions and like still drawing, still talking, still talking about Lupin the Third, which is his creation, his most famous creation. It's a real shame when someone as talented as him passes. But he left an amazing legacy, and Lupin's going to continue forever. Like that's going to be something that's going to be animated forever. Like Lupin and that cast of characters are never going to go away. So he may have died, but his work and his stamp on the world will never die as long as people are still around. So I just felt like real quick saying like throwing out a rest in peace, and I did specifically ask folks for some like questions or opinions on his work, mostly Lupin stuff. So I'll go through those, and then we can do regular questions, if that's okay.
All right, yeah, sure.
All right. A couple of people asked about your favorite Lupin moment, favorite I mean there's a couple of they're similar questions, but they are like kind of layered differently. So I'll just do Super Garbage Bunny asked, "What's your favorite Lupin moment?" Does anyone have y'all seen enough Lupin stuff to have a favorite moment?
The only Lupin anime I've seen is Part 5 from last year, and
Okay.
I didn't finish that, unfortunately. What I saw was really good, though.
Do you have a favorite moment?
I think it was a pretty perfect introduction to Lupin when he just casually infiltrates an underwater security base to track down whoever's running the dark web, basically. Like, that's bananas, and I've loved it.
Sure. Rose, do you have one?
All right, so I've only seen Castle of Cagliostro.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say I really like the car chase from that, like a lot. I thought that was fun.
Oh, absolutely.
And I haven't seen it, but whenever Fujiko hits that bong that everyone always posts the gif of, that's good too. That's what I'm gonna say, because it's really funny, because I don't know why she's hitting it like that.
I think it's from the woman called Fujiko Mine. I think.
Yeah, I don't know why she's really going for it. That's what I'm gonna say. It's weird.
Well, I've seen Cagliostro and parts 4 and 5. So, I mean, it's not a Lupin moment, but I think my favorite moment, or my favorite episode still, is the episode where my favorite episode is definitely the episode in part 4 where Jigen goes to the hospital and helps the people at the hospital. I think that's my favorite episode. Just that whole episode, I think, is my favorite moment, I guess. Another one of my favorite moments is when oh my god, why am I blanking so hard on their names?
Goemon?
Goemon,
Zingara?
yes. When Goemon has to go undercover while there's an anime convention happening near him. So,
That sounds pretty good. All right, yeah.
yeah, everyone just thinks he's cosplaying as a samurai. They're like, wow, what great, what period-accurate costume. And he's like, what do you mean costume? This is just how I am every day of my life. I think he gets stopped and, like, someone tries to, like, peace bond his sword. And he's just like, no, this is my weapon. You're not going to stop me. Let's see here. Chum Personable asks, what's your favorite iteration of Lupin? What about the design? Like, for example, the soft and smooth Miyazaki / Tominaga versus the angular and frantic Aoki, for example. And do you think the modern focus on big season-spanning plots is better or worse than the classic one episode, one plot? So first off, I guess, like, I mean, y'all haven't watched too much of it. But, you know, for me, I feel like I really liked part 4 a lot. So I think modern Lupin is, like, kind of my speed. But I prefer the, like, more cheeky, fun stuff. I appreciate when they go a little bit darker for, like, the movies and for, like, Fujiko Mine and all that. But there's almost a part of me that doesn't like that, because there's just, like, a joyous, like, happy-go-lucky aspect to it, and I feel like when you go a little too dark, it almost, like, it starts to take away from it a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
I'm not going to be like, oh, those don't deserve to exist. Because they are alternate takes on a story that's been iterated on hundreds of times. But just for me personally, I like the more... Like, it doesn't have to be completely goofy. Like, there can be moments of seriousness, absolutely. But I think, like you know, you said, like, the part where Fujiko's ripping on a bong was really great for you. For me, I'm just almost like... Man, I don't know if I want Fujiko smoking weed. I don't know if I want.
Wow.
I don't know if I want Lupin, like, doing cocaine or something. Like, that's a little.
I don't want that. There, you're right. No, I totally get it. I just think it's
much.
funny.
It is funny. It is funny.
I feel like a bong and cocaine is a bit of a jump. Like there, that's
It is, but still, it's like it's. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Could you all maybe answer the design question? I mean, because Lupin has a couple of different designs where, like, he's so much more smooth in, like, the early seasons, like the original version, and now he's a bit more, you know, like do you like him in the classic, like, green jacket, or do you like him more now, or, like, what designs do you prefer?
I guess those old designs have a nice charm to it. I really like how cartoony and expressive they are, at least from what I've seen in screenshots. But I've seen pictures of the Fujiko Mine show, and that show looks pretty good, pretty wild as well. So I'd have to go with that too.
Okay, Rose, how about you?
I feel like everything that I have seen that you have shown me / talked about from modern Lupin makes me think that I would like it more.
Okay.
But I did really enjoy Castle of Cagliostro. What I saw of it, I like, and I do in general kind of like that old format of like one case per episode type thing, even if it's not with Lupin, like with other stuff. So I think I might share your viewpoint of like not wanting it to be super serious, just like goofy, because the favorite parts of Castle Cagliostro was when it was goofy, less when it was serious.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. I think like the classic like Miyazaki era designs are the best, and I'm very much in the middle between the like one episode, one plot, and the season spanning thing, and that's why I feel like I liked season 5 like despite its faults, because it did both of those. It had the more serious season spanning bits where it's like, okay, yeah, here's 3 or 4 episodes about this one event, and that links to the other episodes in the future. But in between each of those arcs is a goofy episode that is just a one-off that's really fun. Like in part 5, there was an episode where like the episode was about how there were these genius inventors who were trying to figure out a lock that Lupin couldn't crack, and then they found out that the only way that they could do that is if they made a lock that would only open if you're really stupid. And so they were like, well, Lupin can almost open it, but he's not stupid enough. So they like got him drunk, and then like got him horny, and then like he was just, and then like bashed like shit on top of his head, and they like just barely made him stupid enough to open it and shit. Like it's like that's hilarious.
God.
Like that's really fun. But yeah, like I like the mixture of the two, and I think that's I think what part 5 did the best was it had the fun yet serious arcs, but then it also had just the completely goofy episodes. Like there's another episode that was just about everyone trying to use a toilet because Lupin's toilet went out, so they kept having to use Fujiko's, and like they were trying to like hide from Zenigata, but they were like, oh well, also our toilet's out, so if he comes over to try to find us, we have to send him over to Fujiko's, and Fujiko doesn't want to cooperate with us, so he's going to find out that we're here because he's going to go over to Fujiko's. It was really good. Let's see here. Mighty Mighty Boston says, extremely bummed out to hear about Monkey Punch's passing. The late 70s and 80s Lupin films and OVAs are some of my favorite anime things ever. Was curious about what your favorite Lupin media is. Yeah, I mean, we kind of answered that, I feel like. I think Rose and I are just both going to say Cagliostro, because
Yeah.
Cagliostro's fucking amazing. Trixie, you absolutely should watch. Like, it's Studio Ghibli's first movie, and it's...
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking sensational. It's legit one of the best movies that I've ever seen, period. I think it's still on Netflix.
I'll definitely have to give it a shot.
Absolutely. Here's an opinion one here from Century Punk. When I think about Monkey Punch, I always remember his dynamic art in Cinderella Boy. And obviously Lupin is the standard for gentlemen thieves. I adore all of those dashing rogues, especially Fujiko, and even Zenigata is the only good cop depending on the adaptation. Rest in peace to a great one. And yeah, I think that says it better than any of us could. Definitely rest in peace to Monkey Punch. He really laid the groundwork for characters that will, stand the test of time. So yeah, I just hope that more and more Lupin stuff continues to be made in the future. Like, there's already another Fujiko movie coming out, and it looks really fun.
It does look fun.
She's gonna fight mummies and shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good. All right, let's do. There were just a few more, just standard questions and opinions. A reminder: if you want to send in a question, it's videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. We'll get to them. Let's see here. Another question from Robin here. Have any of you watched any tokusatsu? I have not yet.
Nope.
I watched all of Garo. You ever hear that?
Maybe?
They wear like wolf armor outfits.
Sounds about
Oh, vaguely, yeah.
They did a Final Fantasy 14 collab with it a couple years ago, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And like then I looked on, I was like, "All right, that's pretty sick." And it was all right.
Alright.
My problem with Tokusatsu stuff is there's no women in it at all,
Mm,
so I find it
Fair.
hard to relate to it.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's see here. We got one from Anonymous. How does Rose feel about Index Season 3's secondary protagonist, Hamazura? While I feel he's a much more tolerable character than Toma in some ways, the way he's forced into the central plot and much of the story around him rubs me in an extremely wrong way. Somehow much more than Toma's simplistic dumbass often feels.
Oh no, yeah, totally. Like, so like yeah, Toma is like the main character. He's like super just basic dumbass man. You know, like oh whoa what? Oh no, I saw a titty. You know that type of stuff. Hamazura like he does some stuff in earlier Index, but for a good while, the only thing that he contributes is people making fun of him for thinking bunny girls are hot or something. And like then all of a sudden he's like a major player throughout the entire second half of the season, and like it's following him going around saving like a Russian village and shit, and it's just weird.
Wild.
And like the whole thing is being put up as like he's in love with this girl who's always wearing a tracksuit. He's in love with her. Wow. And it's like okay, and it's just weird. It's weird like he's all of a sudden become very important because he doesn't even do much. Like at all. Like and all of his like plots are resolved by someone else doing something. Like, which is kind of a thing consistent with Index, where like Toma doesn't do much. He has no magic, but he has his, his hand that destroys all magic or whatever, which is the whole like gimmick of the show. So he just like shoves his hand in something. He at least does stuff. He tries to do stuff, and like Hamazura, I guess, tries to do stuff, but the entire time it's just like he fails at it every single time, and then just by luck, I don't know, like this big man with a sword will appear and solve all his problems. And it's just sort of like, okay. But yeah, he's like less annoying than Toma, because Toma like never stops. Ever. Whereas this one is just, he's basically like a blank slate, if I'm being real with you. Like, I don't, it's weird. Index 3 is weird. I don't know if you saw, like, people were sending death threats to the director.
Jesus.
To the point where, like, he made a tweet that's like, thanks everyone who worked on the project, we're finally done, haha. And then everyone was like, die, and he deleted the tweet.
Oh my god.
It got really bad.
Did people not like it that much?
Apparently, like, they had to adapt in 26 episodes, like, a ton of stuff. And people were, like, really mad, particular because one of their favorite arcs or whatever was, like, not very good or something. Which is, like, I just feel bad for the studio.
Yeah,
Because they were dealt a bad hand, honestly. Like, Index is a very basic shonen manga, and like you see like Boku no Hero gets like like fucking 50 episodes or whatever the hell. Just do whatever they want in it. Index gets like 26 or whatever after 8 years.
Yeah, wild.
I'm hoping that the new Railgun or whatever and the Accelerator anime are good, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything good about the Accelerator like manga that the anime is going to be based off of, and Railgun, I don't, Railgun is all girls, so I'm not saying that makes it better or anything, but maybe I am.
Rose,
Fair
how do you
enough,
feel?
yeah.
How do you feel about that fucking Virtual On spin-off that came out for this anime?
What? I've never seen that.
You
What?
didn't know? It recently got
No.
it was only out for like a year and then it got delisted.
What? I'm looking
Yeah.
this up now. Virtual On.
Like you can buy physical copies still, and you can just like
Fucking
play
what?
it for PS4. But yeah, there's a Virtual On spin-off for I think Index or Railgun or whatever.
It's for Index. It's fucking weird. What?
Yeah.
I'd never seen this. comment on this. Too bad they didn't do a crossover with Virtua Fighter. Frowny face. What?
There's a part there's a part of me that wants to buy it because like it's a delisted game and I want to have a copy of it, but also like, I don't know jack shit about Index, and I also kind of actively hate Virtual On, so.
Well, then don't know.
Then yeah, I'm not gonna.
That's so weird, though.
I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just saying, like, there's a part of me, you know, there's a part of me I shouldn't listen to, and I'm probably not going to.
That's still really bizarre.
It is, especially because it was like around for a year. They made a whole game, and like, I don't know if it sold like shit, but that's so weird.
Like, Index doesn't even have anything to do with robots. Index. I still need to watch the last couple episodes of Index, but it was like really weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm glad. I don't know if I'm glad that I'm on break for all these shonens, because like, on one hand, yes, but on the other half, it's like this horny nightmare. Never ends.
Yeah. Oh, before I forget, real quick, I just wanted to say, Robin, since Zenigata is the only good cop, you will not disrespect Dick Gumshoe and Columbo on this podcast. True. All right,
Columbo. They're all the same person. All of
I
them.
don't care. Anyway, last question. If you want to send in a question, please go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. Harlequin Wheels has an opinion here. Only checking out a few shows this season, and just based off the first episodes, I'd recommend Senryu Shoujo and also Hitori Bochi for slice of life fans. In general, I'd also say Saran Zanmai made a really strong first impression and was my favorite ED of the season. Question: what's your favorite first episode of an anime? Did the rest of the show manage to live up to or even surpass the pilot? Favorite first episode? That's a good question.
Well, you two can quickly think about while I quickly agree that Senryu Shoujo is alright. It's another short, but it's an actual good short from this season. It's slice of lifey. The only real gimmick is that the main character, the main girl, doesn't speak for no stated reason, and instead communicates solely through Senryu 575. It's alright. It's at least better than the other shorts we talked about, that's for sure.
I think my answer would probably be Space Dandy. I just remember watching that and falling in love with that show and keeping that love throughout the entire time I watched it.
That's valid. I don't want to just come out here and say Gurren Lagann. But Gurren Lagann's first episode's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You know, it's semi-related. I really liked the first episode of Lulaco. It made me go like, oh, I love this. This is great. This is exactly like the franticness that my horrible ADHD brain needs. Like, I love how fast it is. This is great. It's cute. It has the great animation style that I love from Trigger. And like, yeah, all right. And then like, I like most of that show, but also like at certain points it just became like Trigger jerking itself off. Like with the Kill la Kill episode. And then like the Little Witch episode, which they used to announce the anime.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
It was so weird. But it was still like, I was like, so I wouldn't know if they lived up to the first episode, but I really liked the first episode of that. It was just like, oh yeah, this is great. You know what didn't live up to it was, I've already forgotten.
Damn.
Oh, I remember. I didn't like the first episode of Zombieland Saga.
Really?
No, but I liked the rest of it. I liked the second episode a ton.
Yeah, the second episode's too bad it wasn't the first episode, because that would have been an easy answer.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I wasn't like completely down on it, but I was just like, we'll see where this goes. And then after that, it was the rest of the time I was just like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess Man, if I had to really think about this, I'd be thinking all day. I guess I'll say Nichijou, because I still remember watching that for the first time, and that episode is one of my favorites in the show.
Really sets the tone.
Yeah, I think the Yuko trying to keep the sausage off of the floor is one of my favorite segments in that entire show. Genuine goldmine of comedy.
Yeah.
Is Nichijou getting a dub?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
What the fuck is up with that?
I don't know.
Funny teased it a few days ago, but nobody really noticed, so they've just outright said it.
Yeah, there's a new Blu-ray that's coming out in July that has a dub on it.
That's so fucking weird.
It is weird.
Depending on how that dub script goes, it'll probably be the closest we get to a second season of Nichijou.
You didn't have to say it. Look, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hope that we get a city anime.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be real good.
If we get a city anime, that is that's just Nichijou 2. That's not Nichijou second season. That's Nichijou 2. So I'll take that.
Yeah, I'd be good with that.
Also, to kind of follow up with you, Rose, about something that I mean, this isn't my favorite, but did I tell the Everyday Life with Monster Girl story on here?
I think so. Go for it again. Who cares?
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
y'all
just
are,
say it.
Y'all are paying the fucking money for it. You know, I'll tell you again. All right, so I just remember that show came out, and it was like, this is going to be this realistic story about these monster girls and how they are treated in this world, and they'll experience the trials and tribulations. And the first episode was like this really good, nuanced thing about like not looking down on people and like microaggressions, and it was really smart. It was really, really smart. And then the second episode was just like, hey, so the Dullahan girl is in love with a teacher, and the teacher's going to take her out on a date. And I just went, oh no. Because I had recommended that anime based on the first episode on the original Chooch podcast, and I looked like a fucking idiot. That next episode, that next week, I had to be like, no, I'm so sorry. Like, I hope none of you got upset, because I did not know. I am so sorry. Like, it was rough. I was very angry at that. So, that was, like, the, I guess, best first episode in relation to the rest of the show, because the first episode was really good and the rest of it was disgusting.
I mean, you can just think of it as a one-episode OVA, pretty much.
There you go. That's how you do it. All right. Well, I think that's it. Rose, you want to take it home?
Yeah, all right. So, again, if you want to send questions like that, go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. As always, just any opinions you want as well. You know, we'll read them. We'll discuss them. We'll bounce off of them as if you were here yourself. And if you want to get episodes of this podcast early, go to patreon.com/VGCC. It's just $1 for this show. Just $1 a month. Just $1. That's not even $2. That's $1. No tax. Just $1. You give it to us, and you get it early. And if you give $3, you also gain access to the route. You pick your poison. You get access to that 1 month early if you pay $3. So $3 gets you both shows. That's great.
Yeah. Real quick, I just want to say, so the route has its own free feed now.
Right, yeah.
Hipcast, through the RSS feed. I don't know when that's going to go up on iTunes. They'll let us do it eventually. Once it lets us, it'll be up on iTunes as well. I will just say, I don't know when we're going to have Choochagatari's feed, because it needs an image, and I'm going to be honest with you, I need to figure out what the image is going to be, and then commission it. So give us a little bit to make an image for the feed. You know, I just don't want it to be like just a picture that I like a reaction image or something, because everyone will want to beat my ass. For however long it's up, for like a week or two, while we figure out what we want to use. But yeah, that'll have its own free feed eventually that you can subscribe to if you're listening to it on without Patreon. But it'll still be on the patron feed for those of you that are subscribed for $1 or $3 or whatever you're doing. So if you're listening through Patreon, nothing will change. But if you're listening free, we'll start up a new feed in the future. But you know, don't worry too much about that. You might just have to subscribe to a different feed to get it soon.
All right. Well, I think that's everything then, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then, I hope everyone has a good week, weekend, night, morning.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you're listening to this, do your best, you know? Gambate, as the anime say.
And before you
Gambate.
forget, just a reminder that we're going to be watching Kill Me Baby.
Yeah, Kill Me Baby. Yeah.
Oh, and you know, a little tiny warning. This is something that I forgot.
Oh, no. What?
It's just, if you're watching it on YouTube and you're watching the dub specifically, I don't remember what episode it is, because we haven't gotten to it yet. And I don't even know if my memory is serving me correctly, but I feel like it would be better safe than sorry. And if this is something that distinctly bothers you, you should know. In like the back half of the show, the dub does drop the R word once. And I just feel like I should just say that, because it's just once. And it just reminds me how all the dubs that I really, really love use a no-no word, like, once.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
Cromarty, right? Like, remember, like, episode 3, they just dropped that F? Oh, it's the first? God.
First
Jeez.
episode, they drop the F slur once.
Good lord.
And then
Oh
the
my
rest of the
God.
show is perfectly fine. It's so frustrating, because, like,
Jeez.
I always want to be like, yeah, let's watch Cromarty, this show is so good, and then I'm just always sitting there like, oh, I forgot. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Because it's so good other than that. So if you're watching the dub that's on YouTube or Verve, because it's on Verve, just be aware. I don't remember what episode it is. It's after episode, because I've been watching it already. It's after episode 7 at least, because we've watched up through 7 and it hasn't happened yet. So just be aware. I apologize that I didn't say anything earlier, but just, you know, be aware. It's once. And I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't there. I really do. I'll release the official edited version one day where they just say like stinky or something instead. I'll do that. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Thank you, Rose.
no problem. All right. Well, that's everything for real this time. This is episode 13. Good night, everyone. Goodbye.
けなんだ